for you. And the Africa Center is really interesting and incredible because they bring 60 years of respect and a strong network and tradition and legacy of building a space that's a safe space for Africans and Africans from the diaspora and those interested in connecting with the continent. So if you are in London or around there or have access to the internet, please check out the Africa Center and follow their stories because there were also hybrid opportunities to connect with the programs, which we're really excited about. Ready to put up your hands, please? Is the Catalan Dance. This is one of the first ones that we, first opportunities that we run. And 19 collaborative projects have been born as a result. So if you have received a Catalyst grant from the British Council for the UK Kenya season, please put up your hand and wave. So some of the projects are sharing some of their work in the room behind us. So please take some time and meet the artists. They had £5,000, which is about 800,000 Kenya shillings, to develop an initial relationship with a new partner in the UK and UK partners to connect with Kenya. And I'm really proud of how they used those resources to really explore their curiosities and find ways to make meaningful connections. And as recently as last month, we awarded £10,000 competitively to 11 projects to continue exploring their collaborations. So we can't wait to see what they present during the season. And I will not stress because that has been covered by our colleagues. But I'm really proud of, and ahead of World Heritage Day, which is on the 5th of May, this Monday, I'm really thrilled to announce the third season is a collaboration with an organization called TICA, are the Trust for Indigenous Cultures and they also have colleagues in the back here who will happily have a conversation with you. And to manage your expectations of the mini drum circle, it is 2 drums, and you are the and we cannot wait to jam with you, and I think it's a really nice preview of the work that they do, but on to the opportunity. We called it the Braid Fund because we recognize that there's an interconnectedness between our artistic disciplines, the skills and well-beings of practitioners, and the contribution that this makes to community. Weave these ideas of connection and heritage and innovation together and create opportunities for emerging cultural heritage producers and makers. Because we really recognize that it's harder to get opportunities the further away that you are from the center. And also heritage, it's quite difficult to, especially an emerging practitioner. So this work is really for them. This grant is for heritage practitioners or people looking to work at that intersection of heritage and contemporary practice, so that you can think of clever things like what does it mean if you have a VR experience for Jesus, so that those who haven't been or other heritage sites can engage with that work without having to travel. What does it mean if you create an app for your cultural cuisine and thinking about recipes and things like that? So what is the interface of heritage and indigenous knowledge? And this fund is going to be about £5,000, so 750,000 Kenya shillings. And those who are eligible are those who are looking to innovate in how we share cultural heritage with wider audiences. Those who are interested in intercultural and intergenerational exchange, and those who are looking to increase their knowledge and understanding of cultural heritage. So the call closes on the 14th of May, and as I mentioned, it's live now. So please, actually, Tika, I don't believe I didn't tell you to put up your hands. Tika, we have Suzanne and we have Eric from the team, and they are generous, they are lovely humans, and they can talk to you about the things. And my colleague Mo, who could just wave, as well. So she leads the portfolio for cultural heritage and is also a really good person to ask about the work. So thank you so much for your kind attention. It's been really lovely to have you. We have performances in store for you, and I would really encourage you to stick around, get to know each other, and come chat. And I'll hand over to Mukami. Thank you.
Asante sana, Sandra. We are just about to open it up for food, some snacks, some drinks, and more drinks. The next session is a performance by an amazing human. If you have never enjoyed or had the opportunity to engage with spoken word, please, I encourage you to listen in. It's brilliant work. I am speaking as I'm trying to locate where you are. Awesome. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, a warm round of applause for Garita Kimani.
Thank you. Good evening. Goda. That's more than yeah, that's more than yeah. My name is Ngatia, and I heard that there are drinks after me, so I'm gonna get right into it. I have 10 minutes, so let's try and make those feel like 5. Here's a tale of 2 cities. I drag my heart in a Thames-conceived city, watering spot offspring. Identity made in old empire buildings, River Gulu's banks. Salute to Sir Milton of House Alimadi. Enkareni Robi, dead man's dream, defy gravity, Newtons of nature to break curses. Diagon Alley supplies, Hogwarts bound for Hagrid about Mombasa genie cats. Once, a melody passenger followed up a fella on the Clyde, longing for hay on wire, heard of Celts and Druids, of Irish courage and talking for England, of thistles and daffodils, Scotch mist, shamrocks, leeks and roses, yet beyond bagpipes and kilts, beyond the wardrobe, Johnny walks. Perfect pause at St. James Gate, in Soho, so lost in Westminster backstories to West End spectacles. Bolton wonders if I'm lost, wandering, bumping little sins. Dave's drilling drill, seeking guidance. Dinner ashes meet, train spotting Fleabag, snatching boyhood vendetta. Love begins at home. Your roses, mighty mouth. Family tended petals. Do you like tea? Biscuits? Beans on toast? Been watching Mr. Pin? Can you afford Harrods? 8-1 Cambridge, Chelsea Board, Savile Row, gobsmacked by Oxford Commerce. Do you have an underground line? Piccadilly Central? Mates catching pints, cheers, stagger home, plastered, God save the king in falsetto. Are you breathing stereotypes, sir? Slice me your truth. What's the place's space like? Sit like Oshuja, ama Lionesses. You know, I mean, you may have the town, you may have the name, but Kenya Sevens owns the game. Apollo. Yeah, we have equestrian tendencies too. Ask around. Keywords, police forces. Long for here or you're living wrong. Monchoka Kanairo to Banje. Start your odyssey at OTC, GPO, GTC, NBO to cities Biggie, NYC, ETC. Dreams za kutoka kwa? No. Buru to Brooklyn, Maisha London, Kujaza O2. Tuko kwa stagnant suspense CBD. Central Kenya roots filling car Central C, stuck Central Police Health. Imagine Top Boy, but Olwenya na Ouda. RIP. they would have tapped into that fiery DeAndre Henry spirit. Juke hii swali bado ni kati ya Man U na Arsenali. The British townships led the band into synapses. Ipswich, Norwich? Is it Norwich? Yeah, you know it, right? Okay. You know, Manchester City, United, Red, Blue, the Liverpool and Leicester. And what do we think of Tottenham? What do we think of? Thank you. So boots, nets, gloves, lines, flags, allegiances. The 5th of November salutes the East, the North, the South London, Eastlands understands oppression. Grenfell echoes and Russia. You never walk alone. So converse with Tolkien and Austen and Dickens and Brontes and realize that life is an Agatha Christie plot. But sisi ni wasomi. Sisi ni wasomi. I mean, in our bookstores, Malaibu, FYP, NTC, Forwards. Na ulete story pia unaweza pata msomo. Na upata wakisomo kwa Java. Katakaa kapa uwezi kataa. The madman at Kilifi lived in South B's finest house of rust. Shown dust, he saw the dragonfly see in better days. Feeling better, come Gloria. Kisupamondo, akatokea tu from a whisper mkurugenzi ya ma-empress. The Isli that was son knew. Mark Mende, the only entity that can make just a bad reform. Look around. Look kwenye deriva. Lydia Catherine Dereba. Hata Steve O. I keep it simple. Na usipojipanga jiji vyo utakipata, ukisita utaviatu, ukijipata bila viatu katikati ya matatu kama 300. Mchezo ni wa town, kwani hamkuona more rackets than Wimbledon. Kizungu mkuti hata kibonga kizungu fiti, zogo ikizua, kizunguzungu rosho fulani kutii utatii. Folktale time. A blind group touch an elephant. What does the poet do? Check the zeitgeist. Recall the past. Humpty Dumpty sat on a snow cup. Humpty had a nasty fall. All the king's horses, all of Britannia's men could not resuscitate a lion heart. Scion of empire faced fruit of the swell, eyeball to eyeball, rippling, raging bravery.
Baringetun, prying the grip of the throne cost us a generation, another in recovery. Transformed my Kipande into a VFS appointment. So no, Mr. or Miss Immigration Officer, I don't intend to stay. I visit from invitation, itching to return to my people. Funny, furious, ferocious, fabulous. We break bread, swap stories, pour libation, wipe spilled milk, shed joint fears, and joint tears, tickle each other.